The conflict in Sudan has dragged in one Arab country, the United Arab Emirates (UAE). The UAE is accused of being involved in assisting the paramilitary group Rapid Support Forces (RSF) in the ongoing civil war. This was stated by Sudanese ambassador to Egypt, Ahmadeldin Mustafa Adawi. The Sudanese government calls on the international community to act immediately and effectively, instead of simply issuing statements of condemnation, Adawi told reporters at a press conference in the Egyptian capital, Cairo, as reported by Al Jazeera on Monday, November 3, 2025. He urged the international community to designate the RSF as a terrorist organization. He also called on the international community to condemn the RSF for its acts of massacre that constitute genocide. This includes condemning its financier and official regional supporter, the United Arab Emirates, he added. Therefore, Sudan will not participate in negotiations led by Egypt, Saudi Arabia, the United States, US, and the UAE to end the conflict. The UAE's entry as a mediator is a factor. We don't consider them, the UAE, as a mediator or someone we can rely on in this matter, Adawi stressed. At a forum in the Bahraini capital, Manama, an advisor to the UAE president said the Gulf state wanted to help end the war and acknowledged that regional and international powers could have done more to prevent conflict in Sudan. We all made mistakes when two generals fighting in a civil war today overthrew a civilian government. I think, in retrospect, it was a fatal mistake, said Anwar Gargash. The UAE had previously condemned the massacre, along with Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the US. They called for increased humanitarian aid. Adawi's comments followed earlier statements by Sudanese Prime Minister Camille Idris. He told the Swiss newspaper Blick that the RSF should be tried in an international court. However, Camille rejected the idea of deploying foreign troops to his country. It's worth noting that the civil war between the RSF and the Sudanese army has been going on since April 2023. Adawi's statement also came a week after the RSF captured the North Darfur capital, El Fasher, after an 18-month siege and starvation campaign. This has resulted in thousands of civilian deaths. The city was the Sudanese army's last stronghold in the region. In the days since its capture, survivors have reported mass executions, looting, rape, and other atrocities, sparking international condemnation. The Sudanese government says at least 2,000 people have been killed, but witnesses say the actual number could be much higher. Tens of thousands of civilians are believed to remain trapped in the city. Adam Yahya, one of the residents who fled with his 4 children, said his wife was killed in an RSF drone strike shortly before El Fasher fell. He said they barely had time to grieve because of the paramilitary group's attack. The streets were littered with bodies. We arrived at one of the sand barriers erected by the RSF, he said. They were shooting people, men, women, and children, with machine guns. I heard someone shouting, "Kill them all, don't leave anyone alive," Yahya recalled. We ran back and hid. That night, I slowly slipped out with my children and passed through the barrier. We walked to a village, where someone took pity on us and gave us a ride to the camp here. Another 45-year-old woman in Al-Daba refugee camp in North Sudan state said RSF members had sexually assaulted her. She said she left her daughters at home when the RSF seized the army base on Sunday and went looking for her sons. The RSF asked me where I was going, and I told them I was looking for my sons, she said.